Kuma kui vila jalo nadale kotenge yamaro. Kuma kui vila jalo nadale kotenge yamaro. Momo kapori kedo kuole bemang yamaro ni
Greetings to the viewers. I'll be contong al tol na contong na. Ani many along ko sign te be palantero te be Njie kanjalo. Ngal contong. Be Sunday morning na. Komen kafri amendro. Sulaning kunjaro na wato surrounding time to time. Abe finila nane. Abe na gambe no update la. Mone be kere. Gambe pango kang. Alam barola mansakunda. Abe mone kono. Sulaning kunjaro I don't want to shut up on Saturday gambe di wale iskola. Let me go to the recap of this tonight midnight programs, and then Sina do know, program on in corner, and going Jaliba Quadeka cool for Yamendro, Yamar on the morning over. So I'll be now be tonight on midnight, so Alama Barrow about on the Seedy Njie and the current CDS by monitor under the microscope. By monitor monela, what is the intention of Yaja Melanian Buruhaha audience? Surani Kunjaro left on elaborate let Doman Dindro. Government also pay attention to that. Why? Government is releasing all these audios. New waraje Jumale my party blackmail. Sitting down in my party lakata yemunafai. When did my party is going to get his employment letter as the Minister of Interior as promised? So new waraje Arawarola Masakunda, the IEC, the Immigration Department, the plan toward 2026 presidential elections. And then they must talk about my journey and experience in the Gambela politics. I will elaborate a little bit about that. And the last but not the least, the politics of deceptions. Gambino need aware from the politicians. That will be the last topic of tonight. Badungal bulanin jali baya body domanding. Zina lawang ko lato nita ka kisikisi tong jali ba niya dile yamaro. Ano nga tao ang body. Johnson the moment balanang Florida lo anigulu balas Momo kapori ke do kuole bemang yamaro warhol Nde fenkal mbe ask for Tolmo UMC la mo United Movement for Change. Jawra e blue la sero and white. So we call it blue and then white for peace. Alimaje
Pirigama, Ninkinanga,
So, let's just get into the program. Akamna doon sila ng kunyaro lo kuntun to nyintamida na kibaro nyinta e domanding jalan na inbox ko kamana marida parade. Whilst Adama Barrow about a nationwide toll over $50 million has been blown for no reasons. Okay, tonight on midnight, so Adama Barrow is Seedy Njie. Adama Barrow is in a trap. About trap kanyari. Ningameno ki lamoshla ninkunyaro la revelation ola. Ibe dala didn't do any water color. But most of the Gambians ila ego am informed and they don't want to be informed. It will make la miro emendilani in the reality where it's totally different. Adama Barrow them under microscope of Seedy Njie and in CDS. Now I remember the Adama Barrow la mansakundala plan was puruka ka soldier role nyinta ka reform under CDS chinte me alonko a reform jama bale start non to do the process. At later part of the Suwato political bina sila ya Adama Barrow ne ka tandiko ne fawa karen tamon jata nyola APRC and then kaje ko ka tandi Adama Barrow la ko ni ko be soldier ya be reform ke la soldier kundato itina carve sotla majority of Jamela loyalists. Meaning ko Jame Gambela soldier bungo aya institute no nyame. Aya build ko how he wanted. This is why Jame was able to use the Gambia armed forces as a weapon against citizens. So nana na nyina tani Adama Barrow la ko. Niko be reform ni nat la santa bekele obstacle because election of Elabinaka. And therefore you have to change the narrative. The security reform issues just go out of it. So what security reform ni Adama Barrow advised to remove Mome yalon ko abolo kwenye Njie kan wala CDS chinte nyendi. Inadna jumala sene nanje wala drama nyendi. Drama fanabige because this was part of the another agenda lamati during 2016 coalitions after the elections. Both international community, including ECOWAS, even European Union, will phone in the Adama Barrow la mansakundala puruka Gambela security reform and then be more menu sindila. Will love family la services nyanta jola certain amount of money la Adama Barrow yokolo nyanta. Due to Seedy Njie la plan with the coalition with the APRC kaini nketumo menarek, especially in Jola communities, it a carte sotlaji because majority of them are within the militaries. So Adama Barrow not na in a buy. So if Adama Barrow push kang, it will fake Adama Barrow la political agenda be push kang. But in turn, you need a special agenda na shuttle. Come on, I'll make you go. Test your mob in our Bangkok. Test your mob in our Bangkok and Yadi la people on the military la Seedy Njie be plan with the current CDS. Ni succeed. Ya jame being audio men bacon and the ya need just a small, a minor violence within that country. Adama Barrow will regret it for the rest of his life. The haircut. Adama Barrow la batutali yela binol chod nanga nka fela lafta madala. Seedy Njie in the current CDS niya jibe a greetings na brother. Ibe changemen keka within the Gambia top brass in the militaries. In the so-called the promotions, niya jibe la promotion of Bekanada Nyame. Ibela Molel Takang K Institute how they want it in case of any violence. But thanks to the Adambarola advice, I may advise to go to UN or ECOWAS to demand Pruka Ecomoc like Ecomoc soldier on Yankela staying in Taka extend Gambia until 2026 presidential elections, including Suntu Ture. Suntu is a smart guy. Like it or not, he's a political scientist. So, bring Adam Barrow on some of the advice in India, Adam Barrow is playing double standard. With the so-called Kataka Jamela family in visit no bring sitting January nata the term and condition in a Jame mentioned the one and Yantiko before the during the 2021 presidential election. Yena for ya Jame ko. Ya Jamela plan on Nala sitting Janala Seedy as well be to one and Yantiko. They have to build their the Gambia Armed Forces how they want to come and Jamea to Nyameba maintain Nyama. Some of the people many alako Adama Barola Masakunda in state. Many alako they are former Jamela victims. Adama Barola Masakunda do retire the whole economy. Even though the retirement water in Mansi. Don't be including drama. Don't be I won't mention their names now. Because we'll need come for the city. But the Cham is the current CDS at a retirement age. But who is this Cham? He is directly working for Njie within the army, Seedy Njie. Ida do go bola kegang. Adam Barrow. Adam Barrow. Akin abenji bekan. Nala mo kan. Ning Adam Barrow me chiku. Mama Adam Barrow na masakunda akong katambinderi because of the corruption of membeji. And deliberately a victim ignore Nyameng in the name of politics. Probably remain on Nyameng about a power in remain no power on Nyameng in the Gambia. I didn't hate as a person, but because of the Masakunda Sambaka Nyameng, I hate it with passion. But Ning Arabaro may take a great level for the rest of his life because Munekera Ning succeed shortly before the election. The women could want a minor violence in Nyokada Aramabaro. Mark my word. Seedy Njie in this current city is in a best slaughter. Jamelani audio is putting anger on some of the military officers, the loyalists, many anonko, a WhatsApp group also to communicate. And new moment being based center come. These are the current CDS and Seedy Njie is behind it. I remember the nationwide to Kataka military barracks from you met. I remember CDS Leo you only conduct no sometimes ago. Anabaro Masakunda, Anabaro ebe dilemma kono and Nime Cheku, you will regret it for the rest of your life. This is just a general warning to Anabaro current. And release there's a motive behind it. If they create a minor violence in that country, you are gone. Because they surrounded you also. Yela Masakunda ya be surrounded with their loyalists. Yemoli Institute leko every far length and breadth within the Gambian military barracks, many ananko. If any violence occurred, you are in a mess. Standing when you warning in Canada before 2026 presidential elections. The second topic of the is that my fatty mubari no. Jamal my fatty blackmail. Almost a year ago, I got the information called Seedy Njie. I my fatty meet no with Musa Drame, your delegation of Kiakano, Katanalako. You know what? I don't know if I can Masakunda already suffered. The Conari suffered Avina Munekela. A city, my fatty promised a ministerial position. I think I once spoke about it. But yeah, my party in water, I don't know if shuffle killer water, but I'm not Benjamin. If you well in your current city as in water of a police IG. My party is Seedy Njie blackmail, I don't know if they kill interior ministeriality. Instead, yeah, Ablai Sanyam Bonina, the police ID, Yala Samana, the as an interior minister. Indo Bondina, Adabaro Abitam Bondina, Immigration Department as Samana as the police ID. My party bula in a dilemma. So near my party that turn Njie was start catching or time on toward Adama Barola Mansakunda. But silent now money for a bill, ye men from my party, what there was no communication between my and Adama Barrow. So Adama Barrow na my not na bring Adama Barrow Mansakunda ni approach and Adama Barrow Mansakunda Kuloga. Adama Barrow na promise will not I battle after 2026 presidential elections. So buddy about Tandila Molalako, you already endorsed the MPP government. Even though Hanna Tara, I know about a contest like this 2026 election. There's another plan. I don't want to mention with that one. I don't know about a plan is sort of an plan B. But war is good for the Gambians. I don't want to go to that. A plan B, I know it. I've been blocked on the agenda, but I'm not gonna talk about it. So remember my party already. So my party not that show up like I don't know Masakunda endorsed after 2026. The NPP government my party is promised to become at least in order to do the security reform. They need my party as interior minister to deal with oppositions as well. Yeah, plan on him. And as Keno, my second line now before the 2026 presidential election as interior minister. I don't know about us usual against the opposition political parties because it will let the militaries, the police are directly under the Ministry of Interior. They use them to abuse the citizens. So in basically, under my parties and the fuck up vibrate comfort. I'm a diablo, so they are black men. I don't know about every promises and yet fulfill that. So I'll make sure that my party in a position of Aliadia. I don't know about the third one. I don't know about Mazakunda. And then the Gambia police. Sorry, the Immigration Department and IEC. Ibemona court. Monebe block. In Bemonella. Opposition political party. Then opposition political party soul. If I don't about politics with deception, you're a commerce, deception in the innocent Gambian taxpayers in the name of promises. That will be another topic for tonight. The Immigration Department, the Adam Barola IEC, and the Adam Barola government, a secret meeting is sort of like based on the data collected. I'm going to speak about this once again. For Gambia opposition political party show, many they are just going personally with United Movement for Change or Unite Movement for Change. I don't know what I'm plan. I'm not going to kill agenda. These are the people. Many are not going to challenge near the Amala. So I don't know what I'm name IEC your data collection or like the current IEC the immigration head. For the rest of your life. The current GI dealer director, they created a different data. The data you may create, I can create Nyama and in this time around is quite different. I want the opposition political parties. Alika brag this attestation of Bango Kanjam. Think about it. The Adam Barola Mansakunda another plan. They have created a data whereby the national documents we carry foreign and this is going to be a special data. This data is about a little after the presidential elections. The same data women collect with the immigration department, they are about sharing with the Gambia IEC. Remember this IEC, na voters card me Jumala Cardera. Nanga Ndiamdala a few months ago, or almost a year ago. The same information or the many Gambia ID card name produced the Similex company or the same company like a Gambia ID card name. Money at the Similex company in the project near extend. Because of your data member in 2021 presidential election, it is only Similex like company with IEC around what Ramasakundale will create. But we want to include Njie, we want to alikalo attestation because they produce a number of attestation we need to probably vote in 2021 presidential elections. But those attestation and those information they may use including in the non-existent polling stations. If you that collect council with the current data you may create foreign many direct Gambia identity card the same data may be only fixed with the IEC, and this has to be reflected on the registration data. Gambia voters registration or supplementary registration and Adam Barrow Mansakunda is demanding the previous election or the number of votes may registered on this time around the demand can need parity like data collection like the demand is going to be almost in millions registered voters when they vote in 2020 election. Are you aware of this one? The opposition political parties. Now the opposition political parties so Alienda the Adam Barrow current Alsa remember ko the Electoral Act may allow a Jamila time in 1997 Constitution is the same electoral law still exists, and that is going to be used in 2026 presidential election. Albumuna falling non out loud. I'm going to kill all agent. Being a special program because what on your temple back about the mobile about him as here. Make a special program or nga elaborate more on how they created this. And during the election, registration are still going on. The data control are still going on. From now on, near the animal borrowing almost 36 point something billion in proposed for 2026 election. He knows the reason why they demand certain amount of money from central bank in preparation of the 2026 presidential elections. No going elaborate the details in coming months. The energy the tank can follow how to tackle with them. So new about my journey, but Janimbo can follow. The politics of deceptions, the Gambian many alanko, Ganadia Malia. Gamenola nyanta kunina de silang. Adam barola nyin laino al nyin rangono membeke Gambia bacon. A beke endless promises leti. From 2021 presidential elections, Adam barola findita moli. Ako birikama nkolio, abe wireless solenatla in Brikama. Free Wi-Fi. Better resident like yela mobile on direct internet connection is going to be free. A motor other provincial town and villages, Akweko. Me garden no dole de dala le jimbola de kafa smart garden. Ibetara Nigeria le la smartphone e tare bulo kono drum. Ya ma na garden kare maji bo de ke buto press le garden on yeta I give. Since then, nothing had happened in that country. Those poor farmers all many are going to be sitting Gambia last year. Till do kutala fa banda. Till for man sano Gambia la kono kono. Around about like $50 million. I will blow wrong 2 weeks. Cafe for you. Many bad like Cafe committee and mole organized like been trip car neck and you can have bake money. You cable Jaman men bake on a better side chick in your lecata. You can beg you know the political round on you gonna 5 and 10. Yella Kodobula la Jibokon, Dolby Kela Mosul to Swolcon. You had opposition political party shall come begin. A line hard and contribution like a Mendila. Ika model even oppositional color. na mesiru kubalega ika chepel taida mal ni kanyo sabasilo ka beki general nationwide to anabara mazakunda fele 50 million ya blow in 2 weeks 90% of many are people ibe use kan political nyingono uli ya beki general instead ka ukodo nyinta farmers of the til fele many are chanda kataki compensate imakeno lopitano fele mano dabe koleari banko kam balu dabe koleari. How many youths are dying? Kulunjeleng alkamenji news Ibrahima migrant na poyo nyindo. How many youth like abonangame on daily basis minana ko baba cross ke be fakande satol kono kulungol be boyla. Ibe duna Spain ni suma akono. Musu jelle botana gunjuru kono bi. Ana dingo. Adim fule bebula da bakone. Ifra Spain tuma mena because ate kuranta le janabe fotala je. Afata adim fulol menela ko dimeno wal ni dunda Senegal muso fela be take care kan in Spain and these are from directly from Gambia gonjo do bola nyomi. So arabaro la ni endless politics of deception na opposition party so nga yango bafana de la ko every month or every year bakala 5 million a dealer every water if they elected Honorable Arab. When did the UDP start politics of deception? When was that? When did that started? The norm of the political party like UDP. All of us start listening to embedding black men. A taxpayers, this is the only Gambia whereby a taxpayer not tax nkamenjo nga dealer Nyeto Mumpuria Doku Yamuronega, I respect. He did a fantastic job in the country. But why are you blackmailing those people? Again, in the name of politics. Gamenol Yandaman understand now when they go. Namolmenu Tombong Kenyato in a slave or lemon. They are our servants. Ye anything Kenya. Ima kentolere in the nyan tole wo de puria Kenya and ika kolome na rikavanga ine chali ma chali di ma bondi la personal jibokon ale taxi menjo yole tana ale ko taxi menjo manza kunda ko kole murunda la dola jaman jam anila employee may employ akejo mena kari ni sangota da fa banta the finance department ikatale la taxi verify ikela tax men verify ka ajibe le basakunda ka calculate le inyanda 19% le jol every month including your rental facility cranking facility Arbeitslosengeld niota foi parida ila fliga niota e pareta sawo kone ka calculate le ajibe foi menjo adasata le wala tambita le na tambita masakunda la finance amt ka continue ikabe continue ya murundi ne kan the last 3 years Ghana tax verify from 2019 to now 4,000 euro euro murundi nanga because na status what on the single but after Ghana status ni change from 2019 kaje kon fududale na tax class was automatically changed from tax class 1 to tax class 3 inana kodome murundi na kambringo verify because nibe tax class 1 ika menjo akasiala dan la ni change as a married person iko kodonye mbe murundi na ngambe ndema mfindinga da omaza kunana mange thanks for doing that. This is my sweat na menduku yaje ko ngakko men dila yena community de developer le pareta ya murundi na ngambe yaje ko ngamenjo asiatale. So the only Gambia regiting Gambia damale banko di mi alanko ika taxpayer so jala tax njo adi mazakunda la do ko chale fanna fale la kolbe kya kono e mun ko ke sarali lo di o man sali jo o man se la kodo murundi ne kan ko de ka fa ko ngai ne chale Gamenon man samal la do ko lalati ale mo sindi o banko kan all benam kabra central government or whatsoever government abema la servant already mom kana si banko kan bi ale men ki nyaade ikene kal neni gambe non na level tambita wala sago sagoni Kakonga more useless in women just internet. The need them the made when a big garamanya ya sabe ya fainega. Go back to school. Well, more intelligent. They don't even they are not even creative in mind. They are not even independent in mind. But memo problem or the Gamel politics is bigger and darker than a normal individual. People like us to understand. This is just sad. But I'm moving on anyway. So this is the topics I'm on tonight. Gamel Nyanda aware of the Sri Lanka Jeko. Ale Momo Tomolinya de Manjal. They are not doing anything, any favor for anybody. Nye talent ke jo to do the job. Puro al dion menika ulu wala fijo. Momo na daka kwale ko. Nale nyike mene kila alafa ake. Why not now ita kela? Mune be balla kauke. Yeah? For the last 3 years, munat ne more keno. But why? Because of political another endless promises in Mina. Come on, Gamal cool near the Tambila Wala, you know. So so this is the topic for night. For tonight, Marangaji and Joanna. Wally. Gana general, this is my personal view pertaining to my experience in the Gambian politics, and this other information I'm going to elaborate more in coming. Welcome to the midnight show, you know.
Wait till the midnight show, boy. Flanding Punyaro Malo van a Water Jumale.
No,
No. Take a free Saturday so Nembuka. Okay.
No, maybe I'm gonna have a break in the neck, you know.
Yeah.
Time, you know.
Yeah, late night soccer interest like anyway. It is very nice, important to buy. So we be point blood folk and nak bilay. Magane yalo maybe use do ibukan jenka di ambarola kura bagi because the reason why, you know, Magane Gambia is very sad, you know, to be honest. Bilay just look at Barrow in Fonyi. Barrow Jube Fonyi. Yalong ni ko ba fala story be jam falale. The reason why muka diamu barola kura because Marjane, Birintol Bay started jam. We all talk about what is going on in the Gambia. Government na cool betaka nyameng.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. Na ba nyama. Another cool ba nyama.
Yeah.
Ntol BBB nin separate. We should all focus on government. Either Duzen Dabo or Yankuba Dabo is not in the government. Our problem is not either Yankuba Dabo or Useni Dabo. But the real fact is, let's
yeah.
The UDP leadership fond nteman kontani wolela because birin cool fenketa yajele kukilim bije mon nyanta ka jube baake ka korosi. You see that information ila media secretary nying Mr. Sekou Kamara yajele biri place diala. That guy have intelligence, believe me. Biri place diala ka main influence party la supporters all kang and party fongo kang. It seems like it's trying to tell them that forget about everything, focus on our agenda. Fight our party, right? I understand. The police is trying to the intelligence that those type of people new sort of party kono aka party faline, aka party mentality faline. Even in the media, il respond. You understand on the other issue. But Matian in the Rajube Fanang, Ihani can follow Hadamadi follow along with the Kumo Tama. You political understand. If you want to party like UDP, will be at banko can because Kudol Bekela Mansakunda Yantekela, Akaki Pari, Aka Iteleka press, Mansakunda Bukekeno. But you are not disappoint Fanan demanding. Yalong near Pabi Fongo Korosi, Pabi found the Volante, Pabi Lon Yamming, Pabi Casabarindilo, Pabi Musabarindila, been for so many years. Kokunala Takala Kudo. Bring up Pabi Jebdron, Akotali is a betrayer, the same has Barrow. And Nungaji ko like S double fananata kafinti dron talib is not a bit ngaji lako akamunta lako samato me yankuba dabo ka use pabi yolo use bari de pe naka bulo men ta ala es dabo kata wala mu party la tamaram bulo tinga men tuje. You understand? There is something like I am that. But it could have been this way. Pabi nyanta for men for wolum. Ale forget talib la tata le nyina tala. Let's focus in our party agenda. Let's fight our party agenda. You understand? But right now, Mbeja Hassan talking to you. Nga men fongo feel. Akamunda ko somebody tell Pabi that kafa nyina talib fongola. You understand? So akamunda adamuta je I could start le. Akamunda sa ila focus right now. The party itself is focused on 2026. Puruka Baba Samba State House. According to them. You understand? But being important to Mark Jane, we should all focus on Barrow. The reason why people like me don't talk about Barrow, because even the leadership, because the media general Dolby J Kafoko, but Mark the disappointing side of the story is UDP Bejan for so many years. When they fought and the orders, they have been focused on Talib when we are all UBDP. They are even one fighting the Bensuda issue to Leba Kelekan. So this is, you say, Wally, forget about this issue, focus on what is happening. But you are the same person going to one different comment, saying something about Bensuda. The best thing is Mark Jane. We have to be honest. Let's all gather one place and talk to each other. We are just a different opinion. We are one family. So we put everything aside and focus each other's political party. Because anything can happen. This, I have no bad feeling against anybody. You understand? But this is what I expect. But I'm caring. Saying gasta lebe caring. And Nunia Miracle, like I'm from, like we all know, America is the world power, is the superpower. But some people too have their way to defend themselves against US. You understand? So UDP is the biggest political party. They have everything. We also have something that can destroy UDP votes in some other areas. If I don't know, if I don't know, also the is UDP for the no cartela. You understand? So, but people, the only thing me understand la. Momo la hakilo ba fato bala ay banko kanu. Abela fela UDP frangatare balurin. Pour que mansa kunda press ni mansa kunda lafta kudo kela molla. Dunia beto le lamala. Even US like councilor, British councilor, ni UDP safero ke bolo jubi la taria. Because it's the second biggest opposition party in the country. Sometimes you need to accept the fact. You understand? But remember, politics of deception. Yankuba ataman kodo soto. Magana ni man kodo soto. Ite ka fa ibe kudo le kala mol nene. Yankuba be men naten kodo le tabulu. Yalon wantim beje. Ala hadama dingo. Magana kodo te yankuba bulu. Yankuba te mo nene no la. Kodo te yankuba bulu. Because that area kan sumbuko. Ote yankuba kele no la fentiti. Le yankuba ka subsen no menfo about Barrow nyanda ka kodo men diala o government kodo me yalon ko nyanda ka diala o fonkol ol temo sambala Barrow te kodi dila yanko Barrow fembe yankuba
no but mazakunda be dikane ibe dikane
Marjane fembe ngalo be
local government
local matu ngo fembe ngalo ka yankuba la samba nyato le o brikama area council samba nyato yankuba fango yalon ne katka foko ato soto la Barrow bulu Barrow bodi lay
yalo Africa la politique be wala nyama because alo Barrow baji la ko ninga indi na opposition party le kuke o banko kan ni sulata o bulu penna ita dilana. That's the African politics. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, yalo même problème oto yalo Marjane kuklimbo fole ya understand ye Barrow Marjane billahi wallahi tala birim baye wulu man sakundaji men dangerous tak Barrow la man sakundaji yalo wanti Marjane ni ember UDP wato men nta men sensita nka folo ko a bad government of UDP moment nata man betea wala fisata Barrowti you know the yalo wanti beje people need to understand Marjane ni tamam Barrow bondi hani badi bu kiyang ibota dame fo jaralam bang alkaliya you may lose it. Believe in that. Even alkalo sip men fango beje atola satel alkaliya nying ibina nyo sabala lale because Barrow nyol be korop lale Barrow is the yalong ya jambele time kudo le beje mi yalong ko kodo bukol simol Barrow nyol man sakunda believe tam na wolom they will put money on you mi yalong ka be ko fango jahasila you understand so right now itaka kodo men fo nyanta kadi yankubala ukilimbo folede yankubalo area council nying is the richest area council but nyanta kam understand yalo kudol fango beje brikama fango be fango start mfanam be campagne obulala yankuba kan for time men kana malaika for time brikama jida police station o ma fanna mbalito mel bebeje albe beje la Facebook to mba be salale yankuba ndolo mam campagne stara kama folode ay ate fanan kukilim beje mol yamiral ko Marjane we don't hate this man we encourage our family members to vote for yankuba
No,
We encourage everything.
don't let campaign time. Don't let
Yeah,
campaign
we
time.
campaign. Magjan and tell 8 family members because I live in Lamen around Lamen Mafana. Banyurinding. 8 family members of me did vote for Yankuba. Nye encourage ka carte fire. With all that, yala kudole fam bije fang. Mol bije ni koral sang. Kaita dole bije kede da bankle. Mo jamala bije mi ala ko ka complain ala. We try to manage and solve those issues. Yankuba fang makala muta. Mi ala ko bis
Right.
dole bije ka risito dila. Balala
Mm.
risito ni naya dila. Yo akwa mala kudo le katarje modol bije buka kontan akare so mendiala yalla srawlo jamala complainta ni korda sang ni tata kodo jo eco banku jamala bije ndol damma yo cool fight le tiktok ngoko kelele nga diam nga follow fu kudol bije ceng telefon ya ona san ol be buka fo buka ko be fo social media kudol
Right.
bije kas follow fle do because what mo be party kono be party kono ni sol fle bari yalla mem bije muna ken mayanku ba ma ko wolom ko ma ndol bije nte wali ani moda ndol ma kanu menka wolom ko ni akorosi natra ko yankuba bulo man dun kab UDP fango fara fulati ate mune kata talibe findita parti ko ate dam mala mu UDP le executive member men ka talib noma ka fo ko gambeno nale carte fay talibi ko albe ni misalale adam mala yo fo bon natra ko ate mo dolti anyanta yankuba ananta talib fango tentula good luck because abota parti ko no kairo lo kono good luck to your future ya understand as well
Yeah.
as ala mo ko tengol ni mo ko tengol mo ke bar ni aja be kelola hana abota parti ko no aya feel ko ngo yankuba le UDP fara na man dia menye wala be jente wala fo bari be mem fala fana be men kala wala ma fa man do ko man birka ma ke North Korea to South Korea de bari ndol fana be mun kala wala fana jareta la nga ka fo MPP ma ka fight fra fana ay muru Angleterre komi ndol be bata men kono Gambia fana nga muru kono fana mo
No,
ke fala
No,
no
Kana.
Magjana we no believe me Magjana me I
Um,
will never support this Yankuba Dabo Yankuba we will not this government Yankuba Dabo government tel tado support la kana tolo Yankuba Dabo man sakunda jang
I,
Albanese that beta kasamas.
I absolutely reserve my comment in that part. Commentela, I'm a very funny person. Wally, I know a lot
Yeah.
in terms of these issues. There are so many accusations of what Honorable Dabo. I have it with me. So, but I'm not going to do that. I decided same
Yeah.
people will be will call a name in time, but Kelaten and Nalin came in a Kelaten. Olemenvola is so terrible. But Gambela politics is darker than an ordinary individual like me to understand. There are few individuals they are aware of this one. There will be another battle within themselves. And let's care about it. But I will not be sitting down here. People are deceiving Gambians for whatsoever reasons. Because it can never Gambian on ever got for it. Wally, many alanko, I hardly mention names, actually. Many alanko, they are going against Talib. I feel so sad about it because they don't have any reasons to go so personal, even Katafala private life in Uganda. And one more for Niajibe, from majority of them, everybody wish to be like him. Yalo, Hadamadi Benjamin, Momo make Kele, Mentara Kakuni Fonda for us for person. Niajan for Arabaro Nova. Arabaro's position is far better than mine. He's better than mine. I wish to be like him. But Mbakela, in a way, far better than him, what he is doing in that country. So I feel somehow jealousy about him. So Niaji Benny Molenbeka that child Nova, if a Kumolo for even a month sort of fun. Because he has feeling to be like him. Ikanyadonga jealousy begin. Sakoni Mome Alanko, they are feeling UDP is the next government. And everybody a chance in sort of Purukana out loud. While it is surrounding the Kela Kuku, the Naja continue to be the same position also. And you need another day, you have your very close associates. So the jealousy in me, Nimang Gambela feature debated by usual against you. Nano it is for thing of four, wondol be a four. Gambading in a continue battle. Gambading on a Jawya Alikwali. Gambians, the Gambianola ego, will have no bank to develop now. While this is the study, there are certain things being the in a cover media to jump. There are certain things being a memo in Tulola, Bembulu Larin Jab, Larin Bulujan Tech. I cannot just mention that.
Yeah, but Mark Jana, one thing begin personally, I reach out to in top level of the movement. Now I need to Anyway, personally, I don't like them to go for
Talibula
Dabo.
movement, Njie, these united movements,
Yeah.
they are not in for any personal politics. Ila agenda money be youth man only encourage to get involved in politics. While in the sila jang konta mala youth man ola, kakena leader. But you still that youth, you campaigning for that youth to vote for you because you want to better their life. But you don't want them to be part of the
my question is, I have seen UDP executive members all, but Mamoji me along ko kewala mo is 55 years. Abe youth so letter. So the people telling us that youths are not deep. But Nina Dalfong selection. Alka Tomondiro make a party kono. Albo Kebalta, Alka didn't letter. Because you make company manager, the organizing secretary, and others, all them, you understand? Yeah.
They youth manual from the discourage ka banko ka kulungota ka finti because we don't have any plan for them. But
anyway,
you cannot campaign, to better my future or the future generation to come when you don't have any trust in me. How can you empower me if you don't have any trust?
That's going to be difficult. Yeah, that's
this concept. French President Macron, he was the youngest president within all the opposition political party, including other party members. But they were elected as the president. And French politics, you cannot compare with the Gambia. Gambia is just a small town in
country,
France.
2 million people.
The number of people living in Paris is 3 times more than Gambia.
Yeah, definitely.
So, this is just a game. What Gambia politics is dark. They will prefer to be, to be opposition because a political party in the Gambia, majority of them don't be. It can name in a use, but it don't use as a source of income.
Yeah, definitely.
As a source of income. While after the kind of allegation coming after 2021 election is terrible, very terrible. But I'm not going to talk about that one.
Yeah,
anyway,
I
raise a question mark, but thank God nobody.
I want you to highlight something here. Like it's going to be very important.
Very decent. And then one thing I like about him, I will, if I Nintelemati, every interview with the journalist, any question raised, Kajeko, if the question or if the double up question on a race to what Talik, Nintelemati ignore. I like his last answer, I Mendila.
Yeah, before you go so long.
Love that boy with a passion. Well, jealousy not in Mona Sondome,
for Sayal and Fabi Yakot. Saying left at the For me personally, I went too far. I don't like them to talk about Dabo. Akabukania ufu abukadianya because yalong Marjan and Kame Mira, Olum Konimota the fire katayala niola ying. And Wakadanta Nyala and Fongwayaja Nyala, not media. Mbegambia le nga be witness le. So saying natar content based italam kwaya kata Gambia yenne. Ayala niodi ayaba if kubeke. Anyway, kult ketala fanana karola melialonko. You may not like them, but for you understand. But nina that kon I mean kata ani ala kata ko fumfuta jang. Ubunya ne horomokang. We need to respect that one. So anyway, ndenga feel ko. And maybe you may agree with me on that. Kon like purunga fem for dabo fongola. I don't think I'm a water right now.
Look, if you really understand the Gambia politics, he doesn't deserve to. He doesn't even deserve to be a fem farmer. In a sense, I don't know what I know. You understand? So something because of this fracas may happen to this division may happen to say something about Dabo. Wally, do you know that there's a delegate many along from nationwide?
Yeah.
To meet this old man pertaining to these flag bearer issues. Look, we know enough. We don't want to go to that end. I know the people behind that. So the respect Pabi have for this young man, I love them with a passion. Absolutely with a passion. And the same respect this young man, I Pabi ni mutawalayam. Nindala Madi, the journalist of the interview, near Nininga any question, the same anti-Mendialako. You respect the man, and ala father is a fatherly figure to him. and a
But
hero
okay.
and a mentor. Period.
Yeah.
Anything about this one, Adam Barrow is our
Okay. Anyway, side
policy.
into our
But
conclusion.
any counter attack,
Yeah.
any allegations should be counter attacked.
Yeah.
Any allegations, women militant or lahajolati. Militants, diamolalo, anything that and I'm very good in counter attacking. All on and airspace
Sai
or control.
left again in Kamun now. Sai,
Yeah.
how do you see come like ngajele ko people are trying to compare Talib with Yankuba. And until we are competing with president. And Yankuba is not competing with president.
Well, if I'm
We are
going
not
to
the
tell you
same.
this fact, I don't want to make any comparison between Taliban and anybody in that country. If I'm going to make any comparison, I will make sure that because both intend to run for a presidency, Adam
Yeah.
Barrow will be the person back compare with me. Therefore, I will compare myself with Adam Barrow because I'm an NSG double pillar party leader. So I intend to run for a presidency. So Adam Barrow will target, not an individual and I'm elect. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So even I'm telling you this.
Yeah.
I reserve myself because ngalo neko ndebe damento. While I hate injustice, especially not within my associates at
Yeah.
all forms. You understand? So
Yeah.
I reserve myself. I have so many topics to deal with, but I go. Let me concentrate my family
So
first.
what
What the one thing for in Gambia, don't
I just
forget
would give
about
advice
yourself,
to
about your
okay.
family.
Mm-hmm.
Every more jamabi, especially in Diamolala.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot, Wally.
Yeah,
I
I see
learned
that.
absolutely a lot within these previous years, Nimu Diamolati, number one, nobody will trust you. They can say all kind of issues against you. But
Mm-hmm.
even more than family cabinet, do man best of the information on let me learn from this. Look, Bamamas, let me take an example from Bamamas. Bamamas was very close to me. In fact, when I got the information to Kafu Bamamas, you know what? He even personally, look, Mark, go to your platform, attack. No kind and you fought so hard for this country. Your position, you deserve to work at anywhere on the Gambia government. And for that being the reason in Mala, get this associate in the UDP to remain in their position. After the Janka from the platform up and he's gonna watch it. But the
Yeah.
guy attack until on Fred,
So
it was
say
so
left
funny.
Margiana, I just want
I have
to
no
have
ill
it.
will against anybody. I can protect them. There are many other people on the Bejamin. I talk to them directly. This is what is going to happen.
No,
Even
maybe
in
they
a
don't know
position of
you.
happen, and they confirm it at later part of the show. This is exactly what is happening in Kotonyalam. No
Yeah.
ill will against anybody. Yet any aim so that even Yankuba, if I have the power, I will just take him as the president. I have nothing. But the way we handle our politics, that's not the way it should be. Nobody isn't the micromanage in order to do what you want. Even though
That's true.
ngalo membeto ya fonye ngamwe ko membeto, and then in Tony left like a model blackmail followers and they don't know nothing about your plans. It could get blackmail. Read la personal.
5 million. Well,
I
Margiana,
cannot do
five,
that.
five, 5 million conventional. So, anyway, Margiana, take left a man in Kala column. What itela miroto, itela yamarobe kelamundi. Because na feel ko, come land personally. Nka sile
Yeah.
nga mira, and kajele ko. It's very, very important pour moi hakilo to bag because in the future,
Yeah.
UDP, we may need each other.
Because all the opposition political parties need each other in a sense that they are not our problem. Our problem is the government of Adama Barrow. Nte janinte bena time out alafang. Niaje my party from my party from because
Yeah, but
my put himself in a very funny situation because he a blackmail. He a nene. Total
yeah, but
financial.
say my father supporter from Buka Diamala Bakala quarter
They
bag
don't
because
even
sila mo
speak about it. There's no my party is supporters and now it will main formally are going Malafika Adam Barlama Sakunda support. Well you other opposition party will support party like UDP and UMC, it can
so what will
support.
be your
Don't
idea and your advice come like supporter mele alonko nkanyo against and we focus on only Talib or Yankupadab or any other politician. What it like Miraroto and ila Yamaroto.
Focus on UMC agenda. Talk to the masses. The Gambia current situation of Nyame. But any allegation against him, Mealanko, is totally unfounded and fabricated one. We have to counterattack it.
Yeah, but the problem is, like people said, okay, let's say our party agenda, Talib agenda. But they are on Talib too. Like any other. It's all for number casino because I need 3 o'clock will to dolton, dollar comment Talib lemdro.
So like so it is similar thing is going toward Talib. Even honey like girlfriend only a boy to some above like Talib last up.
Yeah, because the hotel saga, especially in hotel of news men think that for blue ocean hotel. Woman tada order fight a news from Lolo. It will take up Bensuda.
No, brother. Let me no possible jelly. Look, Talib buy do again. He's well educated. He's so determined. He's very intelligent to invest in that country. And our family, they have every right to buy any land anywhere in the Gambia. As long as they have the money.
Injustice for UDP in Nigeria and many places.
Go to your parents. Let them do the same thing for you. Nemo Keno. Some of us are very unfortunate because we are poor family. But that doesn't mean cool. Nemo do 5 things or wala buy things or nyanta anyana because I found men sort of wala see and kama sort of silol. How many killing on many alloquay found a molementai, Italy allocation back at on large and your corota will enter funding in 2021 election on because you corona muta, even after the petition was sent. So look, these are the same people who look at toward this innocent lady. Well, they have a personal grudge against the guy. They have a personal grudge against Talib. Allah Haramadi will dale mankanya. Nite do Allah it is mena mantesola. Allah interfana somena metesola. But we have to accept that. Allah nature. That this is part of the nature. Mo beti kanya no. Ni mo begeta fanka matin te sula la nyola. Wala na kurang phone saya fanga sotota. Look, more vegetarian can for the rest of the eternity. More dolce fallen dole ulu dolena, dolce kuran and dole jara, many will take care of an awole kodo soto lebe balula men like us. Nim kuran tulman raket binto the balula. We have to create another professional to live on. So Fankamal do no man sort of there will be no employment or investment somewhere else. You see, sometimes Ntola Molka Miranyame is very sickening, Wally.
Yeah.
It is absolutely sickening. That is a Hitler because of your parents or the investment on the family detail. Let's say, me and go baby auction canera wafi. One lady located at the family soroji. Was none of more level bank of me and Kanaka corruption of Mutaduma, including within our midst. It is abundant. The corruption when they are long corruption is undone, is killing our people. Corruption of the Gambia.
So I'm gonna difference what like no difference land the damning. Anama baro kodota di imamulla. Ayadi molla kodro kas. I am going to have 5 million takaba di la molla near Dabo Samba State House. That's muna difference what?
That almost deceptionality. You know,
no,
the Gambian
because I don't know the difference.
Gambia as a Gambian citizen nyanta graduate from that position. Mansakunda yaloko electoral bina shoot yalena. Ikeneka kodo nyindia le ko dia la mundali juma. Muna the previous years market. Al diun men kuranda imam boroso lopana. Muna mansakunda ma molikina ulat wale social support ni organize ale kari. Family mini yaloko bulo me koben. Mansakunda ka kodo di la hanaba kela kemelule de purike fanna faola. Social support
before I highlight let me just say something. Yalong one thing beji munyanda ka understand exactly. Like example. Yalong kodo mengalong ko government nyanda ka di ria kansulula. Ni kon like nite mafo komi yadi example ilota platform auto you are serving a political party only elect with the like nibe West Coast nko le elect dol biji carte faye mantari ila opposition party fon kono ka carte faye sa another ko you opportunity soto you have the opportunity to stand in front of those people come like ila party la candidate or ka campaign with the promise of that money What about those people who vote for you and they are not in that political party?
If I'm gonna say my very honest opinion with that one, the Area Council is not for UDP as political parties. It's for the Gambians, including those many are on fire. So woman So Ndenga is totally wrong. It's a deception in a way. Nga similarity in like Adam Barrow for Monaco, a wife in another Bricama, answer wife in a smart guardian or the mole. After getting election, they were not seeing any smart guardian. So this is a pure
Politics
Gambian
of
way of
deception.
politics of deceptions.
Thank you.
Banco dingola fuare dingole ke hamendi kuma balela. Yeah, because the word that amount of money, ni fuare dingola mbo konte benyame. Community everybody think of maybe $200. It is absolutely wrong. This is my honest opinion.
Thank you for that area. Anyway, for the
anybody
do my lafta ka melon wala muko ila
no,
okay. To men getting accountability jolle sotota lafta ko konti bolo na ko do amount men sotota lafta ko
no, padang kodola, padang kodola malendol train Air Force commander, like counter attack, ban. So the lamara karanding, so right now, so but
yes, but Mariana, but ko gele be ko for ko mole ko for jawla ko nyako barnta ma for jawla lo nende na manola na talo fangoje.
Eh, mole kante what it what tambita what of tambita la no. What of call the candidate when I got for the jawla ina kadiang na kadiang.
Ako ngaje le ko mol kala badde fangosi ay ka bodda mala se bu ka fango bondi. Ay ko abe janne ato for jawla.
Eko wayan katla solo sandin na Pichoni is the for the bad day and don't go for the Ugaje, Airport Commando. Usama bin Laden,
Oh my God.
So location, what is this smart guy?
Niko mola nyanda ka resign. Chapa, de mo ka sino nong. Apela ka uli ka lo. Ano mola pa na nyanda ka resign tama fa.
No, yalo kukili mejenga for the ala consistency is one of the best. Yalo Hanamadi we meant to kima immunity, ila consent na mendila just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can listen to so many views. Try to evaluate both sides. Media you have so many views. But sit down, evaluate, reason well.
Yeah.
Look at that person for a position order within the organization you belong to. If there's another the reason why I go for it,
okay, sir, but Madjane, you clarify. You need a little bit clarification here.
No,
do you underrate us in 2026 presidential election?
But tell me, killer of Masatio Banco Canada. Mark my word, right?
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Them all the time bloom to the first state. I was going to sit down there and have thank you to the Sabla. Yeah, 2031 Montalet. While I'm met legalized, and you're the richest party in the Gambia. But you met an legend, So, to the recap of the stories, what's my mobile phone? Oh, I don't know. No, I didn't do it. Na state, na sulaning kunyara na mawala na, Well, to the recap of the stories. Wally, thank you for having you tonight, Coming up time to time, make a nala jane, and I model bondale nyokano. Osulaning kunyara ka kibaro samana nyamanteng, as always. I am onako, Diamonyon konoko. I don't know about it. Seedy Njie and his CDS. I made a trapo conole, about surveillance. If surveillance camera and that about monitor with the president Yajame. Yajame irregular aligning desperate audio like a member and there's a motive behind it. Benale to clarify more on that issues because not summary demanding in that. Seedy Njie, CDS Cham, I know about it. Ibella under even under surveillance, and Yajame is motive behind it. Any little violence within that country will regret it. My party was blackmailed. Kana my party be buy bread cup. So bari esa jawla bari na so and the jampala la quarter. You know, but when did my party about employment legislation from Adama Barrow as promised by Musa Drame and Seedy Njie, Interior Minister, as a kennel, my party as a bounce back knowledge before 2021 election with the intention go of a government police use against the opposition party, especially like UDP. The IEC, the Immigration Department, Adama Barrow government, they have created a special data. What data will be deleted after 2026 presidential election. Minaja like Kaufale, Abekela Nyadi, Bayush Nanyadi, Sulanin Kunyarabo, Sikis Kanaka, betting on there. My journey in the Gambia political fraternity, I learned a lot and I reasoned a lot. I was able to gather some valid informations. So I always go with my consent, and I will continue to go with my consent. So, politics of deceptions, nyanta stop lale o Bangkok. Janamuna tonight midnight, so nyandi. That's the recap of the story. So I'll be back in due time. Karamundo dindi yalla be kiri ngani ndoko. So ni upanda tu wamena kalbina be energy nyen tankla, and I will be back. Thank you so much for your time, the viewers. Many are the palantero to nyala balale. Na real kabitani nale. So until then, bye bye.